So sophomore year, I wrote down just a couple minutes ago a lot. So it's all over the place, but I'm gonna try to keep it organized. To start, I think the best thing to start with is that when I got to my father's for sophomore year of high school, he didn't really have his stuff together. Now he's had great jobs. He's been one of the best salesmen in things like cars, and maybe he was doing great in real estate, but then it didn't work out eventually. And he always went back to real estate, and where he is now, in some manner, things have worked out, or very well, I would say. But this is through effort and perseverance. And to get to the point, I started off my sophomore year sleeping on the side of my aunt's bed. And it was very cold because I was right next to a glass sliding door. And so touching that was incredibly cold. And so I had to like squeeze closer to her bed. And it was no bigger than like my body width, maybe a little longer than what it is right now in terms of the spacing I had. And my father had to sleep on a couch. And so I remember every morning I would have to wake up and go to the garage to get my clothing, but the clothing was in a stone floored garage and the garage was broken, so it was stuck open, which means that every morning the floor was just freezing cold, everything was freezing cold, and I just didn't like it. I just remember I had to get up and suffer a little bit in order to like get through the day. And even though it doesn't seem bad, especially if you're grown in different areas of the world and you become accustomed to it, but for me, I wasn't accustomed to it and I didn't really like it. Some other things about that garage. So there was also a point where my meals were often tortillas and beans. And even though that's probably like normal for most, I didn't like it. My mom was a cook. She always cooked. Not to say my aunt wasn't a cook, but we were just on a different type of budget. And my mom's mentality was that her budget was whatever she wanted to spend to make sure that I had what I needed. And she loved cooking. But I don't regret that. I don't think even if I were to go back, I would deny it. It was just different for me. And so I hope that can relate to some people. But one time, I had a PlayStation, and my dad liked to take vacations, and so on cruises we would stop by many islands and I would get tiki masks. Well, one day I come home and I find out that they have an open garage sale and he sells everything, my tiki mask, my PlayStation. No one asked me, and so I'm upset, and he never gets me the PlayStation again until like a few years later. And so that kind of bummed me out because I lost a lot of possessions of mine that were cherishable. And that's something as a parent you should be aware of the things that your children are building or the things that they love.